Hello and welcome to Maps and Locations YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about Lake Carolina, a neighborhood designed on purpose. This map shows Lake Carolina. Unlike older cities that grew slowly and sometimes chaotically, Lake Carolina was designed almost all at once. It is what planners call a master planned community. That means the roads, lakes, schools, and parks were laid out with a long term vision, or at least with a very detailed drawing and a lot of coffee. The result is a neighborhood that looks organized but also slightly playful, like someone drew roads with a compass instead of a ruler. The lake, the center of the story. At the heart of the map sits Lake Carolina itself. The water is not accidental. The community was designed around this artificial lake to create scenic views and recreational space. Homes, walking paths, and parks all orient themselves toward the shoreline. Waterfront property has always been desirable. The planners knew that if you start with the lake, people will naturally want to live nearby. It is one of the oldest tricks in urban development, and it works every time. Curves instead of grids. Look closely at the street layout. You will not find a strict grid like in older downtown areas. Instead, you see looping streets, curved crescents, and cul-de-sacs. This design has a purpose. Curving roads slow traffic and reduce through traffic from outsiders. If you drive into Lake Carolina, you are probably heading to a specific house, school, or park. You are not cutting across the neighborhood to save time. Navigation apps handle this easily. Delivery drivers sometimes do not. Schools at the center of community life. Near the top of the map, you see Lake Carolina Elementary School and Lake Carolina Middle School. Schools are often placed near the center of residential communities so that families can reach them quickly. Ideally, some students can even walk or bike. This placement also creates a daily rhythm. In the morning, roads fill with school traffic. In the afternoon, they fill again with parents, buses, and students heading home. Neighborhood maps may look quiet, but they have very predictable rush hours. Harbor Point A and the waterfront streets. On the lakeside, you will notice streets like Harbor Point Drive and other winding waterfront roads. These streets hug the shoreline and curve with the shape of the lake. This allows more houses to face the water. In map design, this is called maximizing water frontage. In real estate language, it is called maximizing property value. The two ideas are closely related. Rolling hills and outer neighborhood rings. Toward the lower portion of the map, you see areas like rolling shoals. These neighborhoods form outer rings around the central lake area. As Lake Carolina expanded over time, new subdivisions were added around the edges. You can see the development history in the road patterns. Older sections often sit closer to the lake. Newer ones extend outward with slightly different street designs. Maps can quietly reveal the timeline of a neighborhood if you pay attention to the shapes. The importance of waterways. Look closely and you will notice small channels and inlets connecting parts of the lake. These water features help manage drainage and storm water. South Carolina receives heavy seasonal rain, so water control is important in planned communities. Designers integrate ponds, lakes, and drainage systems into the layout so water flows through the landscape instead of flooding streets. Good planning hides engineering inside scenery. What this map says about suburban design. Lake Carolina represents a modern suburban idea. Instead of building a city first and adding neighborhoods later, developers design the neighborhood first and let the city grow around it. Key elements usually include curving residential streets, central water features, nearby schools, parks and walking paths. All of these appear clearly on this map. It is a blueprint for suburban life. A neighborhood that started as a map. Some cities grow organically over centuries. Their maps look messy, complicated, and sometimes confusing. Lake Carolina is different. This neighborhood began as a plan on paper. The lake, the streets, the schools, and the homes were imagined long before the first house was built. In a way, the map came first and the community followed it. Thank you for watching Maps and Locations YouTube channel this video. If you want a custom map design just for your business and personal needs, reach out to mapsandlocations.com and we'll help you craft the perfect map for your desires. And if it could be about any city, it could be about any country in the world, or even it could be about the whole world itself. So yeah, thank you for watching. Do like and share and subscribe, and see you in the next one.